Good morning, everybody. Good morning, hello. Now, have you ever noticed that when you look onto the internet, you nearly always see at first for things that you interest in? Yes, okay. So let's say you were looking for a new pair of trainers last week. Well, suddenly you'll see at first for trainers all over the place. Well, believe it or not, this is random. The internet browser, website, and apps that we use know a lot about us because they monitor how we use their site or app. This why they can work out what we like and don't like. Clever, so you've probably heard of cookies. I'm alright. Yes, okay, when you visit some cities for the first time, a cookie is downloaded onto your computer that keeps a track and how you travel around the site and exactly what you do. So the next time you use the site again, your computer will check the cookies and adapt depending depending on the information in store from your last visit. Wait me. Okay, so with even thinking about it, we give out a lot of information that can then be used to personalize your online experience. Now, I saw a great presentation last week by the internet activist Ali Pariser, and I want to tell you a little bit about it. He wrote a book a few years ago called The Filter Bubble, and I think it's something that we should all know about. Here's the book. We actually have in the school library if you want to borrow it. In this talk, I'm just going to give you a little teaser. Now he likes the filter bubble to an ecosystem, and he claims in the something that we sound and I'll be worried about. Now, after reading his book and watching his talk, I've got to say I agree with him. I think it's something you should all know about too. So, let me try to explain using a simple example. Image is support a political party. So, to keep this really simple, let's call it the yellow party. Okay, so let's say I have lots of friends who also support the yellows, but some of my friends support the Reds. Now, on my favorite social media set, I want to see the posts from all my friends, but I tend to click more on the links that are posted by my friend who support the yellow, likes me, obviously. Even so, I do still want to see what the Reds are posting about with me. Okay, now a few months ago, just before the big election, I noticed something quite weird happening on my newsfeed. I noticed that my friends who support the Red Party had almost completely disappeared from the site, and I was only being so posts from my yellow friends. But now I wonder if all my red friends had left the social media space and moved somewhere else. But when I click on their friends uh, profiles to check, I could see that they had been busy posting links and talking to people. But their posts put put but their posts were being hidden from me, and it's only now I understand why. I know it's because I hardly ever clicked on their posts and I didn't interact so much with them with him. So the social media said itself helped the shit for me that I was interested in their posts, so they decided not to show them to me. Now this is an example of what Lee Paris means by the filter bubble. It's when the website and app goes what information we can and can't see. Does that make sense?